123 South Franklin Street, the very same Bloomfield location since 1972. You may not realize the value of experience until you need it the most. Call Jordan and Vaught Insurance, your friends with experience, at 812-384-3535.
Some see a student athlete working on his shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Good evening and welcome to Linton Minor Basketball. Tonight, Minor Pride at 7 and 12. The girls basketball team hosting the Arrows of Sullivan at 14 and 7. A series that has been for the last 20 years or so, about 9 and 9. So we're going to break that tie one way or another tonight. Linton and Sullivan, always a big rivalry, and you still have plenty of time to get here. There's no junior varsity contest tonight. I believe this is scheduled to start at 7 o'clock. Let me turn it over to my broadcasting partner, Heather Rader.
We want to welcome everyone to the Jordan Vaught Insurance pregame show. To call Ross and his friendly staff at Jordan Vaught for your insurance needs. His friendly staff treats you like family, making sure you are covered, whether it be home, auto, or life insurance. Call the staff at 812-384-3535 today, Kevin, and we've got lots to get to tonight, so let's unpack a few things right away. First of all, as mentioned, you are in the Jordan Vaught Insurance pregame show, but our other sponsors that we'd like to give recognition to tonight are starting lineups brought to you by Klusner Construction. Whether you need a remodel or you need a new construction or an addition, you know it'll be done right the first time, every single time. You choose Tony and his crew of Klusner Construction, so call Bart Wade of Linton today. Quarter sponsor tonight is Key Associates, serving Greene and surrounding counties for over 30 years. Key Associates has helped generations of clients buy and sell homes. So whether you're looking to buy your dream home or next investment or sell your home to enter into the next chapter of your life, call Allie Walton, Mary Beth Geralds, and Audrey Sparks to be with you every step of the way. They are your key to the very best. 3-point shot is Walton Funeral Service. Funeral pre-planning with dedication to professional and compassionate service that leaves kind memories since 1915. One generation to the next, one family to another. Todd and Cindy Walton are proud of their funeral home's heritage. Their families have been there for this community for over a century and look forward to serving you for many more years to come. They are your lamp of hope when you need them most. Our scoreboard sponsor tonight is Michelle Stanger of Stanger Homes. Do you know that 30% of homes were sold in winter months? So don't wait. Give her a call at 812-219-2307. And stay tuned to the E2 Custom Creations post-game show. There is lots to cover tonight after this one-game matchup. E2 Custom Creations is taking orders for Mother's Day and 2025 graduations. They can laser engrave on just about anything. So give them a call at 812-798-0174 or visit them on Facebook today. Kevin?
And we should say these two teams, of course, are playing for the first time tonight, but this will be the first of two meetings in the span of about a week.
Correct. Next week, we'll go ahead and unpack this as well. For those of you that do not follow our Facebook page, or those that maybe do that need a reminder, next week starts the 2025 high school girls 2A sectional 47, and this is going to be held at North Knox. You can see right now the graphic with the draw up on the screen. The opener for this will be Linton-Stockton versus Sullivan, and that is going to be at 6 o'clock next week. So we'll go on pregame at 5:30. Tip-off is at 6. And then we're going to follow that with West Vigo versus Eastern Green. That's the second game of the matchup. Please be sure to check out our Facebook page. We have lots of opportunities for you. You can see this graphic of how you can advertise your athlete, you can advertise your business, you can advertise a family name, you can advertise a live read. We have lots of things available for you to see any athlete involved in the sectional. So keep in mind that even though we do follow Linton, we will be covering every game of the sectional matchup this coming week, which there's 5 games to cover. Kevin?
And actually, we did that last year, and it was just tremendous. And we got to see a boatload of wonderful athletes.
I know that there's many options for you to be able to watch your favorite team. I know that tonight is a little bit of a challenge for us in the respects that there is a home game, but then there's also a boys game on the road to Terre Haute South. That game was originally scheduled to be held on December the 6th, and then due to the success of the football team, was pushed back to tonight. So 2 games going on at the exact same time is a little challenging, but since Terre Haute South was not permitting us to come in, we do know that there was lots of people that were going to go to the game. They told us, we're going to go to Terre Haute South and watch the game in person, and then we're going to come home and then watch the girls. So we do appreciate everyone tuning in, but there is time to come out here and support these athletes in person. We should also mention, Kevin, that our next couple of broadcasts, I've got them ready to go here on the screen. We will be right back here on Thursday night, as it's a varsity-only matchup with White River Valley. That tip time is 6:30, so that means we'll go on air at 6. There will be some senior festivities that'll honor these 3 seniors that you see currently on the screen, Bella Franklin, Addison McKee, and Olivia McKee. So that is our next broadcast. Then on Friday, we travel to Eastern Green as the JV and varsity take on the Thunderbirds. That will be a 5:30 pregame for us, a 6 o'clock tip. So make sure that you travel with the Miners. Go Friday night, pack that gym. Kevin, the nice thing about this is this is where the sectional is going to be played here in just a little over a month. So it's a good test for everyone that's going to be in the stands. Figure out where you want to sit for sectional. Figure out how the drive time is. Figure out the concession stand. There's lots of good things that Aaron Buskirk and his staff put out for everyone to eat. And then we're going to come right back here Saturday night as the North Knox Warriors travel to Linton-Stockton for the 4th game of our 4th night of our week. There's actually, I think, 6 or 7 games that we're covering this week. So back to you.
Both teams currently out on the floor getting loose for the ball game to come. And the Miners to the left. And, of course, the Arrows of Sullivan on the right at 14-7, and the Miners coming in at 7-12. Always a rivalry, but it will be interesting, Heather, to see how this game goes, because nobody wants to give up too much going into a tournament game yet a week away.
That is correct, and I know that obviously it's not necessarily how the schedule was planned out, but obviously Linton drew Sullivan, so they're going to play Sullivan twice within essentially 1 week. We should mention that one of the players of Sullivan we are sending our love and thoughts to. She in the passing of her father this week. So all of the Sullivan Golden Arrows, as you can see here, let me flip this back around, are adorned with orange ribbons in their hair.
And so were the Miners.
And they actually brought over some ribbons to give to the Lady Miners so they could wear them in their hair as well. Now, during the
and this is for who?
This is for Catherine Sarver. And her, my understanding is, and I hope that I'm mentioning this correctly, lost her father or stepfather this week to cancer. So there will be something that we will be showing all of you during the post-game show that that we were made aware of. So be sure to tune in to the post-game show. We should also mention the 3rd grade Lady Miners will be performing tonight at halftime. And there are, I'm not sure how many there are, but I see Nova, Kalyana, Nova, there's 2 Novas, Taryn, Reese, Eva, Aaliyah, Emily, Jay, Ella, Carson, Zaylin, London, Annie, Raden, Ella, London, Raven, and Paisley. I'm not going to mention last names just due to them being minors, but under the age of a specific age. But we will be showing that as Big D is giving his stats for this matchup. And we are waiting for Big D to get set up here before we can bring him officially on air. We are going to take a really quick time out to hear from one of our Minor Pride sponsors, Corey Motter with Century 21 Sheets. This is Rader Media Sports.
Hello there, I'm Corey Motter with Century 21 Sheets. Are you a first-time home buyer and you just don't know where to start? Perhaps you're looking to downsize and you need a listed property and get top dollar. In any of those situations, you need a professional agent on your side. I have successfully opened doors for clients for over the last 4 years, and it is a complete pleasure of mine to be able to help them end one chapter and begin a new one. Navigating the real estate market can be complex, but with the right guidance, it doesn't have to be. Let me help you understand the housing market, and let's negotiate the best deal. So together, let's open a new door and close it with Corey.
The Linton Miners taking the floor here. The girls warming up just as the Arrows from Sullivan head to the locker room. We're still, what are we, good 18 minutes away. The clock says 20, and they've not even started that yet. So we may be starting a little after 7 o'clock tonight. But it's the Arrows and Linton. Do we need to say more? It's going to be a fun ball game. And Big D, glad to have you.
Yeah, I made it. I got stopped talking. I can't walk through here without getting stopped by about 8 people to start talking about
Believe me,
things.
we're used to it. That's why we turn your mic down until you get up here.
Yeah. Plus, I about took a tumble on the stairs. It's been one of those days. But, Kevin, you're right. There's always a magic tingle in the air when the Miners and Arrows play in any kind of sport. Sullivan's 14-7, quietly having a pretty good year. Yet we're not really hearing much about them, and we all know they have JC there, the big girl in the middle, and she did damage to us last year. The Miners got off the schneid last week with a win over no, they didn't, at Bloomington South, but they beat Bloomfield to get a much-needed win. The Arrows come in tonight. Looks like they've won really 5 of the last 6, and briefly going over their schedule, they've faced some people. They beat Vincennes Lincoln. They beat Wright River Valley at 15-4. They beat Northview, a 16-6 team, and they've played pretty tough against the North Central, some of these other games. So they played some pretty stiff competition. They should be ready for tonight. And as you probably already have discussed, this is a preview for next week.
Which means you're probably not going to see a lot tonight.
Exactly what my next question was going to be. Do you unveil your game plan, or do you save it for when you need it the most?
Yeah, I think it'll be a good opportunity for both these teams to see one another and adjust to one another, but I think and it'll be all out. I mean, everybody's playing to win tonight. Don't misunderstand. Sure. It's just that there might be some new wrinkles that you might see next week that you're certainly neither of these teams are going to give up tonight.
You may even see teams that one of them run a different defense that just to try to fool. I mean, there's so much gamesmanship in it, but it's still Linton and Sullivan, and there's a lot of pride involved here as well.
And the clock has now started. We're about 18 minutes and 40 seconds away from the start of this game. This is Rader Media Sports. Good at a lot of things, like cheering on the Miners to victory. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Jathan Wright is good at making sure your insurance needs are just right for you. That's why Jathan is here to help you work through any questions you might have about your auto, home, renters, business, and life insurance. Then you can get back to making sure the Miner fan section is louder than the other team. Talk to Jathan. Stop in or submit your information online and give him a call at 812-798-2615. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood. Welcome back to the home of the Miners, home of Miner Pride here in Linton, the high school gymnasium, where now the Golden Arrows are taking the floor. And I always find it curious, Heather, that they're called the Golden Arrows and their colors are purple.
Well, it's gold as well.
It's what?
It's purple and gold.
Is it?
Oh,
I don't see any gold.
That's probably the golden arrows across our lady arrows.
Oh, it is on their names.
Yeah,
Their names are kind of a slight gold. Okay. All right. I get it then.
Certainly Heather would know, but she's taken enough pictures of purple and gold. She's got it's probably etched in her mind.
She's going to remain silent.
No, I have a lot of respect for Sullivan and the coaches. I know that I see, and we're going to zoom in here, Vance Edmondson is a tremendous coach, and he's got it looks like Mr. Kelly sitting on the bench as an assistant, and I think that is Clarence Johnson, if I'm not mistaken right there. I'm not 100% sure, but
You are correct.
I think that's probably I've known Clarence my entire life, back to the Worthington Jefferson days. We used to detassel together.
Oh, wow.
He ran a crew, and his dad and my dad were good friends there in high school. So
New generation.
Vance has got a tremendous coaching staff. As mentioned to Kevin earlier, that Mr. Kelly's got a daughter here on the squad. Avery Kelly, but his oldest son, Randy, plays for Wabash. Randy was a member of the football team and basketball team, and he's up setting lots of goals and records at Wabash. So that's pretty amazing as well. So the crowd is starting to fill in somewhat. As mentioned earlier, the minor basketball team is currently in play right now at Terre Haute North, and I'm hoping that Mr. Jeff Hall is going to maybe give us some score updates throughout this evening as well.
And we should say we were not allowed to live stream from there.
And that's
correct.
That's Terre Haute South, correct?
Correct. Okay. And it actually worked out in some respects, because obviously the Lady Miners only have 2 games remaining tonight and Thursday against WRV, as which we mentioned earlier. We will be carrying that game. That is a SWIAC matchup there on Thursday. And then once the sectional begins next week, we will have 2 games on Tuesday at North Knox. Those are girls' games. Then we'll be right back here on Thursday as the Cascade Cadets from Clayton, Indiana, come to visit the boys' team. And then on Friday, we'll be back down at North Knox for 2 more of the sectional matchups. And then on Saturday, we'll be right back here for WRV boys. And then we'll take off directly from here and go down to North Knox for the championship game. And I think I calculated it's 9 games over 4 days. We've had questions if we're going to be able to hold up and keep up, and if we're going to be tired. We're probably going to be a little bit tired. But isn't this what we're all about?
Yeah, exactly.
We're not going to shy away from a game because we might be tired. And we are very excited to follow the Miners, but we're also excited to showcase the entire North Knox sectional next week, which is our 2nd year in a row of doing this. So we're very excited about that, and we're looking forward to, once again, for the IHSAA, working with them to showcase this as one of their actual affiliates. So,
and that draw couldn't have been, if you're just a fan in general, couldn't have been a better draw, because you've got number 1 and 2 separate, and ideally, they're paired up to face each other.
Well,
but they can't look ahead, because we saw what happens when that happens.
I think there was some angst a year ago that the brackets weren't set up that way.
Exactly.
And that North and South met earlier, and then many felt that took the wind out of the sails of them then in the finals against Linton. Who knows? I won't argue one way or another, but I thought of that instantly when I saw the brackets this year. I thought, well, I don't know if they made sure that happened or
supposedly it's just how the ping pong balls come out, but as a fan, I'm glad to see it like that. But that was a big issue last year, because both those teams, North and South Knox, went at it. One of the greatest atmospheres that I remember, until the next night when the Miners come away with that championship. And I'm quite sure that North Knox remembers that too.
Just an FYI from Jeff Hall, they are not streaming the Terre Haute South game. So not only were we not permitted to go there, but they are not streaming the game. So I've asked him to provide us some updates here as well. Hopefully there was a good crowd that followed them, as well as a good crowd to be here in this gym as well. We've got lots of basketball, obviously, in the next, I think the last game for us at the end of sectionals is March the it's March the 8th before then regionals come into play. So we've got another good 6 weeks of basketball, guys.
Compressed.
One thing I do want to bring up, and I think it's sorely missed this year. I don't believe Sullivan and Linton play in the regular season this year in basketball.
Boys, no.
Boys basketball.
No, but I hear that's going to change.
It should have never changed in the first place.
I agree with you. And of course, there were circumstances behind all of that.
That's a rivalry that you just do not mess with.
That's a rivalry that got so intense that the game got shoved away. And I know there's stories about what that is, and probably we all know about it. But it's good to see that that's coming back. I'm a fan of playing everybody in your area. That's just a natural-born rivalry. Football sometimes gets out of hand. But basketball, and we've the Sullivan-Linton game, I went to Sullivan, I hate to admit it, but there I was in the 3rd and 5th grade, and I can remember that old gymnasium downtown. I'm sure Heather remembers that place too. That was an old school gym that they were packed right down on top of the court. It was just great atmosphere then as well. So I think that's good. They have played, Kevin, but they've always met in that tournament in Terrell.
Yeah.
It seems like every year they don't play in the regular season, but yet they do when it comes to that point.
Big John is broadcasting across the way, Hall of Fame broadcaster who follows Sullivan. And he and I were talking a little bit earlier, and he said how disappointed he was that they didn't play this year. But we're both excited for the fact that it is, as Big D points out, coming back.
That's what I've been told. So
but boy, you just don't mess with big-time rivalries.
Can you imagine a Linton-Sullivan not meeting in a football year? And that came close because of scheduling sometimes. But, 15 miles separate us. And
years of tradition and rivalry. And yet, as Heather is always excellent to point out, that, when the tornadoes hit in Sullivan, Linton was one of the first people over there to help out. So
as well as
there is that.
They had a young man pass away as well, a baseball player, and a lot of we're enemies on the court, on the field, but not off of it.
You did not hear Heather talk about this, but they're wearing the orange ribbons. Heather, help me out with this.
Catherine Sarver's, one of Catherine Sarver's family members passed away this week.
Father.
Due to cancer. And so they're all adorned with orange ribbon.
Oh, I see them.
And then they brought over ribbons for the Linton team to wear as well. And then I'm told by one of the assistant coaches that there will be something special that happens at the conclusion of this game. So we are going to show that in its entirety at the end during the E2 Custom Creations.
So again,
show.
Big D, just another example.
Of
the big rivalry, yes, but when life is on the line.
Well, that's the way it should be. I mean, that's really the way it should be, and I'm glad to see that. We've been, Eastern Green has had a couple of things happen, and everybody unites. And this has been a good series. Looking back at the scores, last year was a 47-24 Linton win. Linton had looks like it's won 4 in a row. You got to go to 2019 for a 50-49 Arrow win. This is Edmondson's second year. Julie Meeks was there for, looks like 19 years. It's one of those deals where Edmondson and Van Dieven are having to replace somewhat legends in Julie Meeks and Jared Rimmel both. So,
well, players to watch tonight. We know J.C. Wilson is one to watch, the 6'1 senior, and we also want to keep our eyes on the junior Avery Kelly. 5'5", I would assume at 5'5", she'll be the point guard tonight, and somebody to watch for Linton.
Can't help but
for
notice
Sullivan
too that they just have one senior.
Yeah, I did notice that as well.
And
they're junior heavy,
and she has. She's been inducted into the 1,000-point Hall of Fame. I think this has been a few games back. I mean, it's been a little bit.
It's not hard to miss JC. I mean, she is going to be a terror on the inside, and Linton has had games with the Vincent's Reveille girl, had a little bit of trouble on the inside. Linton has been able to drive the lane. They have been able to get to the hoop, as Kevin put, to the cup, and that shots haven't fallen.
They can draw fouls, but
yeah.
So far, I think you and I have both pointed out, they need to somehow finish those, either at the hoop or at the free throw line.
And with, as you pointed out, just a couple of games to go, now is when you would hope maybe those shots would start falling. The three-pointers would start falling as well. That Bloomfield game that they won was not a gimme by any means. Bloomfield battled back, and that was a series-to-series game. Bloomington South, that was a halftime score. The Miners were only down by 3, and then the bottom completely fell out in the second half. But Bloomington South is a 19-2 4A squad. So, that you're not facing just some run-of-the-mill program there.
Right. You are listening to the Jordan and Vaught Insurance pregame show, Linton and Sullivan. This is Rader Media Sports. At Crane Credit Union, you can expect a personalized experience from people committed to your financial well-being. When you visit one of our 18 branches across southern and central Indiana, you will be greeted by our team that is committed to supporting your financial needs, dreams, and possibilities through all the stages of your life. From youth and teen accounts where it pays to get A's, to auto and personal loans that are processed completely within your local branch. Your local staff can assist you with mortgage and home equity needs, and when the time is right, we can help you with your IRA retirement accounts. We will be with you every step of the way. Crane Credit Union, building relationships since 1955.
Finding the best coverage for your home, auto, life, and business isn't always a walk in the park. I'm Audrey Sparks at Richard Brown Insurance, your local auto owner's insurance agent. Whether you're buying your first car or starting your own business, finding the right coverage can be a challenge. With great companies like Auto Owners Insurance, I can find the appropriate coverages so that you and your family can be better protected. Come see me, Audrey Sparks, to discuss what coverages are right for you, or give me a call at 812-847-4798.
Welcome back to the home of Miner Pride, the Linton Miners, Linton-Stockton High School Gymnasium, where the Linton Miners at 7-12 hosting the Sullivan Golden Arrows at 14-7. Big D Miner thing, but I did notice, looking it up over the last 20 years, it's about 9-9 this series. So tonight, somebody's going to turn up on top of that.
It's a lot like the football series. After all the years, they're still pretty tight. I know Linton has won the last 4, and before that they had won 2. So they've won 6 of the last 7. But there was a time when Sullivan dominated. I think they had a 23-3 year, lost to Mater Dei in a regional championship. That would have been 2012.
And they are huddled now around the logo. Go ahead.
No, it's just that they have a very good program. Won a couple of sectionals a couple of years there in a row, 21-4 in 2011, 20-4 in 2010. So they were the area powerhouse in that era.
The Miners getting spread out here to get some shooting underway. We're still about 3.5 minutes away from the opening festivities.
That looked good as Franklin just sunk a corner three-pointer. There goes another one.
They sure know how to shoot, and it's just a matter of having one of those nights where it all comes together.
And they could so dearly use that just to get, I think, their confidence going. There, she had another one. I mean, you can't change your offense, 3 quarters into the season. You just have to do what they do, and they've been at the hoop. They've been there. J.C. Archer has driven the paint so many times, and it looks like she's going to just put that ball, scoop it right in, and they just don't go in there. We've seen wide open layups that don't fall, and then they get on fire. I mean, it's like the switch for Vincennes Reveille and Bloomington North, the 2 that come to mind. It just switch flips, and all of a sudden they come charging back. I think the defense is good. I think the defense is very intense, and And sometimes defenses will win a ball game for you.
Well, a lot of times I've always thought, and I thought this to be the same thing in football, defense can be your best offense.
Oh, that's a tattooed thing on most defensive players' mind is defense wins ball games.
Yeah. Yep, I think that's true whether you're talking about football or basketball. And
probably baseball, too.
Yeah, probably, and softball, probably so. Heather?
We're going to take a really quick time out to hear from another one of our Minor Pride sponsors and get ready for tonight's tip-off. This is Rader Media Sports.
At Violet & Company, we love assisting each of you in all of life's special moments. We are a locally owned floral shop at 69 North Main Street in downtown Linton. Contact us at 812-847-3208 to purchase your arrangement for any special occasion or stop in for that perfect gift. Stay in touch with us on Facebook under Violet & Company for upcoming events and to see our latest creations. We encourage you to live life in full bloom.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and
Whether it's the classroom, the field, the stage, or the court, it's time for another production of Rader Media Sports, home of the Miners, on the Champions Network of the IHSAA. Looks like the Linton-Stockton choir is headed out. Probably, I would think, to sing our national anthem, which you'll be able to hear here in just a matter of about 30 seconds.
Well, we've been blessed to hear them a couple times, and they were really good last time out.
They've been great every time. Under the direction
of Katie Graves.
Oh, this is hard on my back. This is going to be.
Need me to put a rope around you, Kevin?
No, I got it.
Oh, I may need a rope, so.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this time would you please rise and gentlemen with your heads for the singing of our national anthem being performed tonight by the Linton-Stockton Choir.
As usual, an excellent job there, and we have the national anthem behind us, and now we'll turn our attention to the starting lineups.
As a reminder, the starting lineups tonight are sponsored by Klusner Construction. Whether you need a remodel or a reconstruction, you know it'll be done right the first time, every time you choose Tony and his crew.
Here are the starting lineups. First of all, introducing the Lady Arrows. Starting in the guard, 5'5" junior, number 1, Avery Kelly.
Avery Kelly, the 5'5" junior that we mentioned in the pregame show, a starter. Catherine Sarver, who Heather has talked about tonight, 5'6" junior. 5'2" freshman, Wrigley Goodman, someone to keep an eye on tonight. 5'7" Allie McKinney, number 33, junior, and 6'1" senior J.C. Wilson, a 35. We saw her a powerhouse in volleyball this year, and I'm hearing that she is just the same in girls basketball, so she'll be one to watch tonight. You hear the bells, the Miner fans rise to the occasion. Addie McKee, number 12, the senior. Sharpshooter, and Olivia McKee, her twin sister, senior. What a treat and a joy it's been to follow those two. Audrey Sullivan, the freshman, number 1. And at the other guard, freshman J.C. Archer, number 3, who is not afraid to take the ball right to the cup. And a girl that I think makes it all go, Bella Franklin, the senior, who can go inside or outside. She's the 5th and final starter. You always love it when the girls kind of look up to their family.
Yeah.
I noticed Bella was just doing that to her family kind of in front of us here. It's like just a nice smile to tell you that it's the right place to be. J.C. Wilson stepping in
Did you
to
see the
jump up.
look on her face then, though, and J.C. Wilson, she's like, oh.
J.C. Wilson jumping up against Bella Franklin. And J.C. will win that tip. Sullivan, the Golden Arrows, out with the basketball, out on top. Avery Kelly with the ball. Working on the right side to Wrigley Goodman. Wrigley Goodman. Sarver in the lane. Nice move. Kicks it out. Go to the corner now to the baseline. Shot up, blocked, I believe, and then saved by Bella Franklin. Miners coming the other way.
Reminder that this first quarter is sponsored by Key Associates of Linton.
Yeah, welcome to Linton Miner girls basketball tonight. Archer hands it off to Addie McKee. Addie goes to the right wing and then pulls up. Archer out on top. Back to Addie. Dribbling with the left hand, kicks it out, a whistle, and what's the call?
It'll be a shove out front just as she released the ball. Sullivan was getting ready to cock and fire. Foul on 33. Is it a 33?
Yes, Allie McKinney. Foul on her. Addie McKee, left side, tray, yes. Our first Walton Funeral Service three-pointer, and not a surprise, it belongs to Addie McKee. Kelly walks it across the logo at center court. Looks to the right wing, can't get the ball that way.
Well, Audrey Sullivan is all over McKinney. Off the ball, look at her. Facing up.
Keeping an eye, there's a three-pointer on the way, no good. The rebound is pulled out of there by Archer. Archer gets it to Sullivan. Audrey on the right side to Olivia McKee. Back to Sullivan. Working now at the top of the key. Directing traffic, goes to the left side. Archer. Wanted to throw it to Olivia McKee, and McKee broke to the hoop at the time, and this didn't work for the Miners. It's a turnover. Nice feed to J.C. Wilson underneath. Her shot up, no good. Foul called. Let's see who it's on.
Looked like 32.
Olivia McKee gets the foul.
Olivia has unfortunately collected quite a bit of fouling in the last few games. Has fouled out, and Miners don't have much depth.
JC hits that first one. She'll get another.
Well, let me say this, though. I thought Abigail came in, McKee, against Bloomfield and provided a lot of inside rebounds.
And Aaliyah Sam also does a nice job there. Both free throws good for JC.
Sam is the one that usually comes in.
3-2. Miners ahead, courtesy the tray by Addie McKee. And she has the ball on the left wing. The tray on the right side. This one up no good. Wilson with a rebound. Gets it out to Avery Kelly, the junior. Looking for the right side. Wants to go into JC. Can't. They go top of the key to Sarver. Spins with the right hand. Is she going to go up? Back to the left. Kind of a hook shot, and it'll fall for Catherine Sarver. First two for the 5'6" junior. And Sullivan takes their first lead at 4-3. Audrey Sullivan with the ball. Now gets it on top. Addie McKee. Addie's going to spin back to her left, back to her right. Needs to kick it out. She does to her twin sister, Olivia. To the baseline, out on top. Addie McKee, a wide open lane to the hoop. Can she get there? No! One of those bad breaks. McKinney with the ball. Sullivan is all over her, as Big D already pointed out. Dribbling on top, drive, up and no good. An attempt by Goodman. Now the follow brings a whistle. Let's see what the call is. Is it on Olivia again?
Let's hope not. Sure could be. Yeah, it is.
And getting up to come into the ball game is number 11, Abby McKee.
Yeah.
She'll come in after this free throw. I believe this is the first time she has ever been the first one off the bench.
Yeah. Well, it's
a miss by Wilson.
Definitely bad news to get 2 early fouls on Olivia, because she's another one that can throw the ball up from the 3-point lane. And like I said,
she plays tenacious defense.
And Abby, the Bluefield game, she really came in and gave some good minutes late in the game.
JC hits the second when she's 3 of 4 from the charity stripe.
And Rimmel also got in late in that Bloomfield game, so those two contributed, as well as Sam. But I doubt we'll see Olivia the rest of the half.
Sullivan driving on Sullivan off the glass. No good. J.C. Wilson with a rebound. Gets it to the point guard on the outlet, Avery Kelly. She'll walk it across the timeline.
Oh, goodness.
They're trying to play 4-on-4 here.
Yeah, you see what they're doing.
Shot up. No good. It just hung there.
Wow, that
and finally started to go out of bounds. Bella gets it out of there.
Oh, no.
Gets it up to Addie McKee. JC is down underneath the hoop. They're playing 5-on-4 here. Not calling a timeout. There's the tray on the way. No good. Followed by Sullivan off the glass. No good. Foul called. And they'll be going to the line, but JC may have twisted an ankle. Oh, not what you want to see as you have sectionals coming up so close. She's standing, so that's a good thing.
Not putting any weight on it,
but she's not putting much weight on it.
It looked
They're going to help her off, and so I'm almost certain you won't see her tonight, the rest of the night.
She was battling for the board, and she kind of was going over the top of
There
Franklin.
were 3 girls all tied up there.
And the angle she was in the air, I bet she came down on somebody else's foot.
Yep.
And
you do not want to see JC go out this late in this senior year.
Starting to put a little bit of pressure on there, but they don't have.
They'll want to save her for sectionals.
Yeah, they won't have much time.
Audrey Sullivan will be going to the line for the Miners. JC going to the bench, obviously.
Boy, that changes
Who
the face.
checked in here? Was it number 10, Destiny Gaines, has come in. Audrey Sullivan's free throw, good.
That's terrible news for you. You got to like that they're not. They're not taking her right to the locker room. They're just kind of.
They've got a.
On the ice pack on there.
They've got a mother-daughter training team for Sullivan that will make sure that she's taken care of over there on the bench, and hopefully she'll be able to get back into the game tonight.
5-4 on the Stanger home scoreboard. Oh, a tray, and it's good. Catherine Sarver is out for a quick start. Another Walton Funeral Homes 3-point shot. She has 5 in this contest, and that changes the score on our Stanger home scoreboard to 8-4. Sullivan on top.
Quick score update from Terre Haute. JV won their game 58-45. This is courtesy of Mildred Angleton. We do appreciate you keeping us updated.
McKee, an errant pass is going to go all the way, and Audrey's going to run it down, but that was nowhere near Sullivan on the outlet. She's going out now. Sam's coming back in, or coming in for the first time.
Abigail hasn't seen a lot of varsity minutes, so
you might see who just came in the gym. Former coach Jared Rimmel.
Oh, really?
It's over to our left.
Is that him waving?
Yep.
It is. Boy, it's got to be odd walking in, huh?
Inbound the ball. Jumper on the right side, blocked. Miners come up with the ball, and I didn't see who actually blocked it. I don't think it was Bella. It was Archer.
Yeah,
that would make sense.
Bella came out.
Boy, Sullivan was knocked around there, but no call. Bella right to the cup, draws the foul. It's going to be on Avery Kelly. Bella will go to the line. She'll be shooting 2. 8-4, Sullivan on top. 2:28 to go here in this first quarter on the Stanger Homes scoreboard.
Well, you talk about depth for the Miners. Sullivan now, they just have 2 girls on the bench with the injury to Wilson.
JC, yeah. Second free throw is up on the way, and short, no good. Archer fights for the rebound, but no go. Sullivan bringing it up the other way. With the basketball is Allie McKinney. On the right side to Sarver. She has been a thorn in the side of the Miners tonight, playing very well. Coming out on top. Cutting to the left now, Sarver. Goes off in the corner. Great baseline move with the ball knocked away at the last minute by Archer. Wrigley Goodman, the freshman, beat her on the baseline, but Archer recovered and knocked the ball away.
Poked it out of there, and it really looked like she was going in for a layup.
Great defensive play by Archer, and in fact, not to draw the foul is even better. There's an inbound going all the way back near center court to Destiny Gaines. Destiny spinning to her right, hands it off. Sarver with the left hand in the lane, off the glass, no good. That was close. Knocked away from Bella, but she retrieves it, and the Miners off and running. Left-hand corner, Sam Archer.
Ooh, physical.
Drives, and she collects the foul of the body. You're right. They kind of collided about the free throw line, and it's going to be a foul on Wrigley Goodman. They're both freshmen going at it.
Yeah, Archer, JC, she's not shy about lowering the shoulder and going, oh, she's open, going in that paint.
Addie McKee to Sam. Aaliyah getting over on the right side to Audrey Sullivan. Miners trailing by 3, 8-5 to the Golden Arrows of Sullivan. Addie spins in the lane. Fall away.
Nice.
Beautiful. 5 points for Addie McKee. And it makes it an 8-7 ball game on the Stanger home scoreboard. About a minute. Now 15 to play in this first quarter.
Nice touch by Addie in the paint.
It sure was. Here's a nice move to the cup, but it's stolen away from Goodman by Aaliyah Sam. She wants to go coast to coast off the glass, and she gets it.
There you go.
First 2 for Aaliyah Sam. What a great steal and play.
Oh, and there's another one.
Audrey McKee with the...
Audrey Sullivan,
with the steal. But now it's a jump ball.
Somebody took a shot. Did anybody see who that was?
No.
my camera view is right in my line of sight. My apologies.
You get it inbound to Bella. Archer spins to her right. She wants to go to the cup. Off the glass, too hard. Sarver with a rebound. She wants to go coast to coast. She has the shot blocked by Archer, and I think that's where the foul's going to be.
Action suddenly sped up.
Oh, I think they called it on Bella. Did they call it on?
15. They got it on Sam.
Aaliyah Sam. Oh, okay. Free throw on the way by Sarver. Good. Catherine with now 6 points, a tray, a bucket from the field, and now a free throw, and she'll add another one. She has been the straw that stirs the drink in this first half of this ball game so far, first quarter. Miners inbound the ball. Sam. He's going to bring it up. McKinney will try to trap her against the base side court. Boy, they are physical, aren't they?
Nice move.
Archer right to the cup. Has the ball knocked away, out of bounds. It'll be Miner ball. 24 ticks remaining in this first quarter.
Many of you can see down there underneath the court one of the best sports photographers, Terry Smith, standing down there getting some pictures. He came up and talked to us before tonight's broadcast.
He's been doing that for years, hasn't he?
I think the world of him.
We had a great discussion ourselves.
Addie McKee
said if I ever write a book and need pictures, he has them all the way back to about the time I started, so it would be great.
Audrey Sullivan trying to back.
Nice.
And gets a nice play off the glass right at the buzzer. 3 points for Audrey Sullivan as the Miners take 11-10 lead at the end of one on the Stanger home scoreboard. This is Rader Media Sports. At Crane Credit Union, we offer checking accounts to fit your needs. We have a high-yield option, free debit cards, online banking, free checks for members 60+. With no monthly service fees, you can start letting your money work for you. Learn more at cranecu.org. Is your family protected? Contact Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Alicia Cornelius to discuss your auto, home, farm, life, or business needs. It's not about protecting her family, she says. Let me protect yours, too. Proudly serving Indiana. Call 812-582-8941 to speak with Alicia. One agent for all of your insurance needs. Linton Sporting Goods is your local one-stop equipment shop for all things sports, locally owned and operated in the family for over 40 years. They'll make sure you're ready for the start of the season or an upgrade throughout the season if need be. Find them on Facebook today. And the Grill is a Linton tradition that's lasted over 100 years in the same family for the last 40. Open 7 days a week with steak night every Friday and Saturday night. You can dine in or carry out at this eatery located at the heart of downtown Linton.
Sarver with 7 of the 10 points, and 5 of those have come at the line. Wilson with 3.
Well, the Miners started out with the tray and looked like they were going to go, but then Sullivan came on, and then the Miners came on at the end of the first.
Shooting just 25% are the Arrows. Miners at 40.
Shot, Trey, in the air, no good. Rebound by McKinney, and then it's kicked out to Sarver. Left hand, shot up, nice move. Catherine Sarver gets the shot. Working on the right side, Addie McKee. Bounce pass into Bella. It's knocked away. Great defense. McKinney comes up with a basketball. Kicks it out. Shot on the way. In and out. No good. That was a shot by Catherine Sarver. Audrey Sullivan brings it down. Aaliyah Sam will not take it. Aaliyah can make those. And one of these days, I know she's going to start shooting them. Bella Franklin with it on the right-hand side. Inside, Addie McKee kicks it out. Archer, she wants to go to the cup. She does, and she hits it.
As a reminder, this second quarter is sponsored by Key Associates of Linton, your key to the very best.
First 2 for JC. Miners now with a 13-12 advantage on the Stanger home scoreboard. Nice kick out by Sarver. Out on top, Kelly. Comes over on the right side. A bad pass to Sarver, but she's able to corral it. Going with the left hand. Bella Franklin is on Catherine. Catherine backs off and then charges. Then feeds off to Kelly. Kelly on the left side feeds it off. Now McKinney, shot up, no good. Tip out. Controlled by Bella Franklin, and Bella gets it to Addie McKee. Addie tries to throw it up right at the last second, and she's fouled by Wrigley Goodman, the freshman. She'll go to the line for 2 free throws.
Good defense by the Miners. Manning up. Kind of had McKinney out of control as she came in. Wrigley got the loose ball. Not Wrigley. Franklin did.
Free throw up and good by Addie. She will get another one. Second free throw up, no good. Great rebound by Bella Franklin. Wow. She gets trapped, feeds it out to Archer. Trey on the way, up no good. Rebound, Addie McKee, follow no good. Bella Franklin's follow is good. 3 for Bella. 16-12 Miners, 5 2:50 remaining in this first half. Clock running. There's a jumper off the glass. No good. Archer comes down with it. Gets it across the timeline. Whoa, you saw that coming. It was a predictable steal there by Destiny Gaines. She will not get it in, but she gets her own rebound. There's a tray on the way by the freshman, Goodman. That's no good. Bella Franklin comes off with the hoop. With the basketball. Kicks it out on top. Audrey Sullivan off the glass. No good. Rebound by McKee. She kicks it out. Jumper on the way by Bella Franklin. In and out, no good. Archer tries to get the rebound. It's knocked away and go in custody of Allie McKinney. Allie gets it across the timeline, coming to work on the left side. Sullivan trailing 16-12, just a shade over 5 minutes to play in the first half. With it out on top now, Wrigley Goodman, the freshman, working on Archer, the freshman. Throws it up, no good. Rebound, Bella Franklin coming the other way.
Franklin with 7 boards.
Is Bella going
already.
coast to coast? Yes. A shot up and good, and she'll drop. No, offensive foul. Oh, my.
Boy, if they start,
everybody was moving there. I don't know about that one.
If they start calling that as a foul, they're going to have to call that on the other side, because most of the time these girls dribbling are putting their forearm out, kind of trying to make room. That was a rough one, because that's just her first foul. That took 2 points, maybe 3 points off the board.
Sullivan coming with it across the timeline. Avery Kelly. Left side, Gaines. Bounce pass to a cutting Sarver off the glass. Good. 2, 4, 6, 9, 11 for Catherine Sarver of their 14 points. Wow.
She's definitely picked up the slack.
Franklin.
There
nice drive.
go.
This time she'll get the and one. Bella Franklin gets the hoop, and now we'll go to the free throw line.
Foul is on number 14. Or Gale, I guess it's number 10.
4:15 to play first half, 18-14. Now they just adjusted the, is that right? They just adjusted the clock.
18, yes.
Okay, 18-14, Miners up. Working over on the right side, Sarver. Wants to go in on Bella Franklin, off the glass, no good. Another great drive, she just couldn't get it to finish.
The Miners are 3 of 7 from the line. They'd be up by 4 more points if they could hit those free throws.
Audrey Sullivan. Bella. Back to Audrey. The freshman goes around the Bella Franklin screen. Hands off to Addie McKee. Addie is able to make things happen. Sam. Archer, a tray on the way. In and out, no good. It was close. Oh, ball knocked away by Sullivan, and they're going to whistle Audrey on the foul.
She took that 3 from Caitlin Clarkland, I think.
She was getting there. But you know what? It almost went in. It was so close. It was in and out.
It went as down as it could go before popping back up.
18-14 in the Stanger Homes scoreboard. Avery Kelly with it across the timeline, working on the right side to Goodman. Wrigley, the freshman, bypasses the cutter, gets it out on top to Gaines. Gaines over on the right side to Sarver. Catherine likes to dribble with that left hand and take it to the lane. She'll not this time. She'll go to the top of the key. Gets it to Avery Kelly on the left side. Goodman, Wrigley, the freshman, shot up, no good. Rebound by McKinney. She's fouled. It'll either be Audrey Sullivan or Leah Sam. We'll see. Sullivan picks up the foul. McKinney will go to the free throw line. I don't believe Allie has scored tonight.
She has not.
But she has now. She hits the first free throw.
That's a little bit of a shock, because she seems to have driven the basket quite a bit. I just have her for one shot.
She will get another one. Shot upon the way. No good. Ball knocked around. Aaliyah Sam runs it down. Good hustle play. Archer. Right side. Sullivan shot off the glass. No good. Loose ball. Ran down by Sam. Goes inside. Franklin off the glass. Yes. 2, 4, 6, 7 for Bella.
And Aaliyah Sam is who made that happen. She got the loose ball, fired it back inside, and she
to a cutting Bella Franklin.
Gets an assist on the play.
Getting it out on top now. That's Sarver. Kicks it back out. Goodman, right-hand side, Avery Kelly. Back to Goodman. She'll kick it back to Destiny Gaines. To McKinney. Allie wanted the tray, thought better of it. Pulls up, shot off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled down by Bella Franklin. Audrey Sullivan likes the tray. In and out again, no good. But a rebound by a hustling Addie McKee into Bella. To Archer. Archer takes it to the cup, no good. And gets knocked down. And I thought the ball went out of bounds off Archer, but they're going to say that it's, and so does the coach for Sullivan. I think he's trying to figure that one out. I don't know if that was a make good for not calling a foul or what, but
yeah, because she looked like she was
Sam
hacked.
Inbounds the ball to Archer. Archer has trouble controlling the ball. It's stolen by McKinney, and we're coming the other way. Goodman, the freshman, coast to coast off the glass, no good. Foul called on Aaliyah Sam. 1:34 remaining in this first half. 20-15, Miners leading on the Stanger home scoreboard.
9 rebounds for Franklin right now.
Wrigley Goodman, the freshman. Oh, just missed that barely.
Never seen
Wrigley has not scored yet.
So many basketballs go down the net and pop back out of
That's
there.
true. We've seen him for both teams. Second shot, rolls around. She gets the shooter's roll on that one. We've got a timeout for Sullivan with 1:34 to play in this first half. It's 20-16 Miners on the Stanger home scoreboard. This is Rader Media Sports.
It starts well before the lights are turned on. The grill at the grill is fired up well before the front door is unlocked and the first customer ventures in.
I've been coming to the grill for 30 years. It's the best restaurant in Greene County.
It's a Ling tradition that's lasted over 100 years and the same family for over the last 40. Open 7 days a week with carry out, and speaking of traditions, they have steak night every Friday and Saturday night. If you didn't stop by today, there's always tomorrow at the grill in downtown Linton.
Welcome back to Rader Media Sports.
Olivia McKee is back in the game at this last minute 30. Very important that she doesn't collect that third foul.
Aaliyah Sam hands off to Olivia McKee. Franklin
Nice
to a
pass.
cutting Sam off the glass. No good, but a great play. It just did not fall. McKinney with a rebound.
Yeah,
And we're coming the other way.
Can't do much about that. That was a perfectly ran, had the shot. It just did not fall.
And McKinney with the left hand off the glass. No
And
good.
she picks up her third foul. Oh, man.
Olivia now, so Abby McKee will be checking in for the final minute 5 in this second quarter.
Oh, we just needed to get a minute 30 of Olivia not getting the foul. And
McKinney
that's huge.
gets her second point of the night, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. She'll be getting her fourth here in a moment. See the girls lined up there, Heather, getting ready to go in.
Look at them. They're not going to get down there and start doing those calisthenics, are they?
We're coming the other way. Just 1 minute remaining now. Leah Sam with the ball in this first half. 20-18, Miners leading on the Stanger home scoreboard by a deuce. Addie McKee, left side, Archer. Working at the wing, goes by a screen by Abby McKee. One McKee goes out, another McKee comes in, but it's not the same family. Just happens to be 3 McKees on the squad.
It's nice to see J.C. Wilson standing up.
Oh,
Sam! Oh, great drive, but could not finish. Too hard. Heather, I'm sorry. Coming back the other way. Avery Kelly with it out on top by the logo.
Wilson moving very gingerly towards the locker room. Well, that was another bunny right there. That's 2 points for the Miners that don't quite go down.
Get it back to Kelly. Goes around a screen. Wants to go around, runs into Bella Franklin. McKinney will take the last shot. No, nothing. Air ball. Ball knocked out of bounds, and it's off Archer. It'll belong to Sullivan with 0.2 of a second remaining.
Now, you can only hope she's going to be all right, but that doesn't look good.
I think
there.
she's done for the night tonight. There's a shot up at the buzzer. We're at the intermission. It's 20-18 in the Stanger home scoreboard. The Miners leading the Golden Arrows from Sullivan in a close ball game. This is Rader Media Sports.
Three specialty clinics with three top-notch providers right here close to home. Greene County General Hospital's Team Ortho Foot and Ankle, and Surge Care are the area's go-tos when it comes to your care. Team Ortho is home to the county's only board-certified orthopedic surgeon, Dr. John Hammerstein. Dr. Matthew Parmenter is a board-certified foot and ankle surgeon with more than 35 years' experience. And board-certified general surgeon Dr. Cam Gabrielson is trained to diagnose a wide range of diseases that may require surgery. Team Ortho Foot and Ankle, and Surge Care, the trio you can trust. They're all part of the Greene County General.
Number 7, Tara Wrestler. Reese Seal, number 8. Eva White, number 9. Number 10, Aaliyah Sonkrent. Number 11, Emily Sullivan. Number 12, Jay Cunningham. Ella Klusner, number 13. Number 14, Carson Cody. 15, Zaylin Hash. London Ward, number 17. Number 21, Annie Lutz. Raden Honchel, number 22. Ella Bedwell, number 23. Number 34, London Goodman. Raven Kingery, number 40. Paisley LeBaum, numbers 00.
These girls, third graders, getting ready to take the floor here and play some basketball. I don't know if they do full court. I guess we'll find out.
Did you say that girl's name was LeBaum?
LeBaum, yes.
What a great name.
Girls getting ready to go. Even going to their separate benches. I love it. Linton leading this game at halftime here at the intermission, 20-18. Let's give you the scoring totals while we watch these girls play. And it looks like they might be getting ready to jump it up. Audrey Sullivan with 3 points on the night, 1 of 2 from the free throw line and a basket from the field. J.C. Archer with 1 from the field for 2 points. Addie McKee with 6. That's a tray. 1 of 2 from the free throw line and a basket. And then Bella Franklin with 7. 1, 2, 3 shots from the field and 1 of 3 from the free throw line. And Leah Sam with the deuce. 2 points for a total of 20 for the Miners. They had 11 at the end of 1, 20 at the intermission. So for Linton, they had 10 points at the end of the first quarter and 18 now at the break. Avery Kelly failed to score. Catherine Sarver with 11. She was on fire with 1 tray, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and then 3 shots from the field. Destiny Gaines failed to score. Wrigley Goodman, 1 of 2 from the free throw line for 1. Allie McKinney was 3 of 4 from the free throw line for 3. And J.C. Wilson, 3 of 4 before she left from the free throw line with 3. So if you look at this, only one person has scored a basket. Yeah. For the Sullivan Golden Arrows, and that is Catherine Sarver. She has 4 of them. All the rest of these are free throws. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 free throws, and they made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of those. Big D, I don't think I've ever seen that before, where only one girl has scored a basket.
Yeah, and the score is 20-18, so it's very pretty much the points have come from the line, as you just said, for the Miners. Well, looking at at Sullivan, the shooting has been atrocious. 4 of 22 from the field, 18%, 1 of 9 from three-point land. So it's been the free throws that have saved it. The Miners shooting 33%, 8 of 24, not a whole lot better. 1 of 7 from three-point land again. The three-point basket just not there. And they've also 3 of 7 from the free throw line, so you got some points there overall. 9 rebounds for Bella Franklin, 2 of those on the offensive side. She's really been dominant on the inside And with her 3 of 4 shooting on the offensive side, she's doing well inside. But again, the Miners have missed a few bunnies inside that have cost them. 9 rebounds as well for Allie McKinney of Sullivan, who I'm shocked just has 3 points because it seems like she's driven a hoop many, many times. Turnovers fairly low. The Miners with 6, only 2 for Sullivan. I think that covers all of the different shooting percentages. 75% for Sullivan from the line. That's really kept them in the ball game.
They have Sullivan 9 points from the field and 9 points from the free throw line for their 18. But again, Catherine Sarver, who lost her father earlier this week, and that's why the teams are wearing the orange.
Yeah.
What do you call them? Not braids, Heather. What do you call them?
Ribbons.
Orange ribbons in their hair, in honor of Catherine Sarver, who's playing tonight.
She's playing with purpose, Kevin.
Man,
I was trying to describe. It seems like she kind of kicked it in there. I don't know what her normal stats are, but clearly with Wilson out, and we should mention that Wilson did slowly but surely walk to the locker room. So
she turned her ankle late in the first quarter, I believe.
That's
and
the second basket for Paisley LeBaum.
Man, what a great name! I'm telling you, we will have fun with that if we're still around then when these girls get over to LeBaum. That was the bomb by LeBaum. I'm already practicing. Kevin,
I knew that was coming.
I know you're going to come up with something.
Here she comes again.
Here she goes. Boy, she's doing a great job dribbling the ball. Look at that.
Left and right. And the bunny, the bunny doesn't go.
Close little
really
lady.
Good,
she's smiling. She's
a really
enjoying
good
this.
Softball player, too.
Oh, is she?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Oh, here we got a steal coming the other way.
Sizes it up.
Off the glass, no. Oh, here, I'm going to start. Don't make me start doing play-by-play for the third graders. I just want to enjoy it.
I'm impressed by the ball handling, though. I mean, I couldn't
coast to coast
think of dribbling a ball when I was in the 3rd grade. The old chin dribble where it come up and you'd miss it with the hand and it pop you in the bottom of the chin.
I think this one's going in the air. Put it up there, girl. Oh, a pass.
Assist. Going for the assist.
Shot up, no good. I love it when they let the court open up and let the little kids play during an intermission.
In front of the crowd. Oh, wow.
You know, I have to admit, I also like the dog shows during the intermission or half times.
Yeah.
But this is good. This is good. Oh, we're coming the other way. Is that LeBaum again?
It is.
Boom.
And yes, 6 points.
Gets the shoes tied.
Oh, yeah. Timeout.
Where'd that guy come from? Is he an official?
That's Chambers. He's
come
officiating.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
Oh. We got our 3rd steal of this 5 seconds.
So these are all 3rd graders?
Yes.
All 3rd graders.
I thought that was going.
That's quite a number of kids.
I know we've got to get some ads in here, but we are at halftime. It's intermission. The Miners leading it 20-18. Okay. Heather says we're okay, so we get a treat. We get to continue on here. I can read a couple of these while we're watching, Heather.
That would be great.
You want me to?
Sure.
Okay. Fish Monuments is located at 289 A Street Northeast in Linton. They'll meet with you to design your special cemetery monument. Whether you're pre-planning or have recently experienced the death of a loved one, contact Fish Monuments of Linton or reach out to them by phone at 930-236-3002. At Indiana Farm Bureau, we're not just good at insurance. We're good. Oh, LeBaum. I'm sorry. I got to stop. Shot up. No good.
Oh, right in the face.
Did you get a rebound?
It bounced off the other girl's
on the floor.
Head.
At Indiana Farm Bureau, we're not just good at insurance, we're good at your insurance. Talk to your local agent, Jathan Wright. He's here whether you want to talk in person, get started online, or you can call him at 812-798-2615. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood. The snow and cold are plentiful this year, so watch out for the ice. Make sure your vehicle's protected now. Call Audrey Sparks at Richard Brown Insurance to melt your worries away.
A nice bunny hop offensive strategy by one of the girls out there. Oh, she goes again.
Shot up, no good. Rebound pulled out of there. And the Blues coming the other way. There's a coast-to-coast. Shot up.
Oh,
no.
Not enough strength to get it up there.
LeBaum with a rebound, and here we go. Look at that, switching hands. You notice that?
I've seen multiple
left
girls.
hand, right hand.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's all right.
Officials' whistle is apparently.
They swallowed the whistle.
Yeah, apparently not.
There's a great shot up by number 9.
tight defense from number 8.
Well, it's nice, though, when you can pick the ball up and run a couple of steps.
You were reading that last one. There it is, number 17. She's got the bunny hop going.
Look at this little girl here enjoying every little bit of this.
Uh-oh. She's open.
Oh, and she even passes for the – great pass.
Selfless there. That was
another pass out by LeBom. This time that poor girl's going to get another shot. No go. Now let this little girl get a shot. Come on, get it. Oh, yeah.
Number 40.
Fantastic
number 40's
shot.
Raven Kendry.
Well, good job, Raven.
Yeah,
that was tremendous.
She gave up the ball a couple of times.
They've stopped the clock. They're going to let them play a little longer. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
3 minutes.
I love the fact that the bench is doing some cheers on the other side, cheering their team on.
Oh, are they?
Yep, the blue side.
Oh, that's good. Another pass. Oh, no, LeBom looking to pass. She does. And there's a shot up in the air. No good.
I love that. Let's go, Miners. Let's go.
I can't believe they've stopped the clock.
How tall is number 15?
Oh, good shot there. Just short. Hit the front of the rim.
I don't have heights, Big D. I just have numbers.
Shot up there. Good.
Oh, she's got it.
Follow. Oh, a little more oomph.
I'm about to get dizzy. You're going up and down.
Oh, a little swipe at the ball, double swipe.
I'm feeling that way a little bit doing the camera here.
Yeah, I bet so. I bet so.
Oh. Out of bounds. Should be blue ball. Somebody's in a hurry going the other way.
And we should mention that this game will be up until tomorrow night at 9 o'clock before it hits the archives until the end of the season.
Of course, I'm sure their parents are here, but hopefully someone will tell them that they're enjoying this ball game.
Oh. That's
now that's sweet.
Nice sportsmanship right there.
She said, I'll throw it back.
Street ball right there. Street ball.
Come on, get in there. Get in there.
Close.
Oh, we're going the other way. Who's number 9, Heather?
Number 9 is Eva White.
Eva with a shot.
Either Eva or Eva. I'm not sure the pronunciation.
15 set up.
15 going for it. No.
They didn't lower the rims, so it's still 10 foot up there.
They're doing pretty good.
That's a long way.
I think they're doing great.
I love the sports. Oh, my goodness.
That was close.
The sportsmanship on the blue side.
Yeah,
they're getting everybody fired up.
Coach says that's it.
Is that it? Oh, they need to put 3 minutes or have 3 minutes for the teams to warm up. Yeah. That's why they stopped the clock.
That was great.
That was great. Why am I?
And both teams.
You hear me applauding. That was fantastic.
Both teams get together for one big huddle.
And as Heather points out, that is up for the parents to be able to watch again when they get home tonight. So if you know a parent that's here and knows the kids are playing, look at them stream on. Let the parent know that they can watch those kids tonight when they get home.
Kevin, the glory of youth.
We're going to take a quick couple minutes of timeouts to hear from some of our Minor Pride sponsors. This is Rader Media Sports.
Whether you're looking to purchase or sell a home, the opportunity is better than ever. Take advantage of the falling interest rates. Real estate provides the highest returns, the greatest values, and the least risk. The best investment opportunity will not fit into a safe deposit box, but you can live in it. Go with the tradition of trust. When you are ready to buy or sell, call me, Michelle Stanger at Stanger Homes at 812-219-2307 and start packing.
Is your family protected? Contact me, Alicia Cornelius, your Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent, to discuss your home, auto, farm, life, or business needs. It's not just about protecting my family. Let me help protect yours too. Proudly serving Indiana, call to speak with me, Alicia Cornelius, one agent for all your insurance needs.
Welcome back. We're still about a minute 30 away from the start of the second half. The Sullivan Golden Arrows are out now warming up, as are the Linton Miners. Now, Some kids exchanging their high fives after that great contest.
And I'm going to go ahead and put up the halftime stats graphic once again by
Big D.
Big D's stats here, just because I didn't want to have it at full screen during the third grade.
So Big D, if you want to go over that.
Just
real quick.
Real quick, shooting's not been really too great. The Miners 8 of 24 for 33%. Sullivan even worse at 4 of 22 for 18%. Three-point lane has not been good for either team. 1 of 7 for the Miners. That's 14%. 1 of 9 for Sullivan. 11%. Where the money has been made for the Arrows is 9 of 12 from the free throw line at 75%. As Kevin pointed out, they only have 3 buckets other than that 9 free throws. The Miners 3 of 7. They're getting to the line. 4 buckets getting to the line, but 3 of 7 on the free throws, just 43%. 6 turnovers for Linton, just 2 for Sullivan. And the offensive rebounds, the Miners have 7 with a total of 18. Bella Franklin with 9 of those. And then Sullivan with 16 total, and 4 of those are offensive, and 9 boards from Allie McKinney. Big news so far for this game is that, number one, J.C. Wilson gets injured early on, and she's on the bench with it wrapped up with ice. We can only hope that that's not the end of her high school career. So, I don't know how many more games they got. We go next Tuesday, I believe.
Well, I hope she's back for sectionals.
Yeah, that'll
That's
be
what
quick.
I'm hoping.
The other thing is Catherine Sarver, number 3, has really put out an effort, and
11 points.
Yeah, so those are the leaders. Addie was 6, and Isabella was 7. But another key factor is Olivia McKee, again 3 fouls in this first half.
But Aaliyah Sam has come in and played well.
Yeah.
This third quarter is sponsored by Key Associates of Linton. Contact Allie Walton, Mary Beth Gerald, and Audrey Sparks of Linton today. They are your key to the very best.
Marley Remmel is in the ball game. That's the first time she has been in for varsity competition this early, I believe. McKee kicks it out to Bella Franklin. Bella gets around one of the players, tries to get it to Remmel. That ball is stolen. It wasn't Marley's fault. It just was a great defensive play by Catherine Sarver. Working on the top, McKinney. Cut off by Sullivan. Out on top, Trey on the way. No good. It was shot up by Destiny Gaines. Archer coming the other way. Cuts away from traffic, goes from right to left. Audrey Sullivan hands off to Bella. Back to Archer. Archer sees an open path, tucks the ball, and then puts it up. And they call her for traveling.
Looked like she took an extra step, but that's a tough one. Rebel came in late. She was one of the girls that came in very late in the Bluefield game that was down to the wire, her and Abigail McKee. And like you said, this is the first time I think all season we've seen Rimmel.
Well, she is a good athlete.
Yeah, she's trying to get power on the inside.
It's good. I'm glad to see her get some varsity minutes. They're going out on top now. Gaines to McKinney. Back to Kelly on the right-hand side. Nice drive to the cup, off the glass. Sweet shot by, is that Sarver?
11.
Oh, 11. It was Wrigley Goodman, the freshman.
That looks sweet there.
And she has 3 points on the night. And we have a 20-20 tie with 6:20 to go in quarter number 3 on the Stanger home scoreboard.
There you go.
There, look at that. Bella Franklin responds. Bella has 9 in the contest.
Well, I just keep doing that until they collapse and then throw it out and hope that a three-pointer. But
well, with J.C. Wilson not being in the middle,
right.
Bella has the opportunity if they can get her the ball. Working on the right side, Kelly gets it to Sarver, kicks it back out. Gaines to Kelly. She backs off, close to the logo. Going on the left side to Goodman. McKinney. Ooh, she had a girl open, Destiny Gaines, but did not throw it. Sarver on the baseline, stops, pops, no good. Rebound. Addie McKee, she's double teamed, coming the other way, fights for it, gets the ball off.
No, don't go.
Ooh, she almost went back and forth. Now Sullivan going against Sullivan, off the glass, no good. Ball tipped out of bounds. It'll belong to the Golden Arrows. It's always a little disconcerting when you're saying Sullivan because Linton has Audrey Sullivan dribbling the basketball, and so sometimes you'll hear Sullivan and Sullivan.
Yeah, and she's gone inside to try to force action, just not getting the ball to fall.
McKinney. Or no, that's Sarver. Off the glass, no good. Rebound stolen from Bella Franklin. What a great defensive play, and now that I can't wait. Oh, that's 11. Wrigley Goodman, the freshman. Wrigley with 4 points now in this second half. She's come alive a little bit. It's good for them to have other scoring than Catherine Sarver. Yeah. Archer with a jumper, top of the key. Trey on the way. No good. Loose ball just dangling out there, and McKinney comes up with it. She wants to go coast to coast with the left hand. Off the glass, too hard. No good. Archer with the outlet to Audrey Sullivan. Audrey stops, hits it back to Archer. She's free for the tray. Yes. J.C. Archer gets her 5th point of the ball game and her first Walton Funeral Home 3-pointer. And we have a timeout on the floor. It's 25-22 Miners with 4:22 remaining in this third quarter. Team Ortho is Greene County's only orthopedic clinic featuring board-certified orthopedic surgeon Dr. John Hammerstein. Team Ortho also has lead athletic trainer Jed Arsenault, who works with Linton-Stockton student athletes to minimize the risk of injury. Call Team Ortho today at 847-3381. Greene County General Hospital, our family, caring for yours. Looking to sell your home? Century 21 Sheets agent Corey Motter specializes in getting top dollar for his clients with a proven track record and personalized marketing strategies. Corey strives to make selling easy and stress-free. Get the results you deserve and close it with Corey. Miners. Sullivan will inbound the ball, the Golden Arrows. Avery Kelly, the junior, 5'5", brings it up. She looks taller than 5'5" to me. On the roster, it says that, but nice drive by Avery up underneath. Will not fall. Rebound by Remmel, and Audrey Sullivan coming the other way. Miners maybe trying to find a little more depth going into sectionals. Being able to play some other players here, which is good. Olivia McKee is back in the ball game. Sullivan left side to Addie McKee. Trey on the way. Up, no good. Rebound pulled out of there by McKinney.
That's her 11th board.
She has been a busy girl. There, nice stutter step. Going to the cup. A shot
nice
up, no
defense.
good. I'm not sure where that shot was going for Wrigley, but it was a whale of a drive.
Well, I tell you what, it was Marley Remmel, 14, that stood there with her arms straight up and forced that to be a bad shot.
Marley can get up and down the floor. She just has, you watch her and she has athletes screaming.
Yeah, she's
out
always
of her.
been pretty throwing an elbow down. But she's been great in goodness. Oh, they're going to call her.
See what we've got here.
Number 10 is going to get that foul. And apparently the official did not.
Destiny Gaines
did not buy the
official explaining to the head coach for Sullivan, and he shakes his head yes, like, I get it. McKinney to inbound.
I tell you what I've learned, Kevin, is when you hear that fall, when it's really loud, that's because the defender's trying to get the attention of the official. If you just fall, they're probably going to call it the other way.
Working with the ball out on top. Destiny Gaines wants to go around Remmel. Cannot. Marley closes the door on that. Getting it back to Kelly on the left-hand side wing. Kelly, stutter step dribble. Gets to the rack. No good, but she draws the foul. Avery Kelly will go to the line. She is yet to score in this contest.
Well, let me ask you this. They must not have called that foul. Oh, that's right. They must have called that on because they still have the ball. Now,
good point. Free throw up, no good.
The board up, the scoreboard says 2 fouls on Addie McKee. They must have called that on Addie.
On Addie. And that's 0 for 2 now at the free throw line by Kelly. And she finally gets the third one to fall for her first point of the night. Makes it 25-23 Miners over Sullivan with 2 minutes and 52 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Aaliyah Sam tries to throw it up underneath there, tipped away. They get a break. They're going to say it's Miner ball.
Yeah, that was a break. That defense was right
I'm
there.
not sure McKee was open on that.
No, that defender was right there.
Miners to inbound. Olivia McKee will handle. Oh, Remmel was open there for a second, but they get it out to Addie McKee, and that proved to be the right choice as she gets her second Walton Funeral Home Service 3-point shot of the night to give the Miners a 5-point advantage, 28-23 with 2:30 remaining in this third quarter on the Stanger home scoreboard.
Goodness.
There's a shot up, no good. Again, Remmel stood her ground defensively and no foul called. Sam she tried to pass it, almost lost the ball, but Remmel ran it down.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know how you don't call
Olivia McKee.
a foul on that. 2 bodies went flying.
Addie spins with the left hand, goes back out on top. Audrey Sullivan, no shot there. She backs it off. Aaliyah Sam. Olivia McKee. Olivia liked it, put it up, shot, no good. Rebound, Remmel. She goes up, shot's blocked. And then a great
play.
off the Addie McKee was going out of bounds. She turned around and threw the ball off the legs of McKinney, and the Miners will maintain possession. Olivia McKee will trigger the inbound. Right there, wide open. Her sister up underneath, shot good. You can't tell me they haven't worked on that play in the schoolyard. That is 11 points for Addie McKee, an assist by sister Olivia. This is Rader Media Sports.
Linton Sporting Goods has an over 20-year tradition of offering Hoosiers the best in sports equipment and apparel. They feature Wilson, Demarini, Louisville Slugger, Marucci, Mizuno, and much more. Get ready for any sports season by shopping at Linton Sporting Goods on Highway 54. Where the winners shop.
Welcome back to Rader Media Sports. Marsh Madness Sandhill Crane Festival is brought to you by Friends of Goose Pond in partnership with Goose Pond Fish and Wildlife Area. Kickoff is Friday, February 14th and all day Saturday, February 15th at Humphreys Park and Goose Pond Visitor Center. Visit friendsofgoosepond.org for more information. And call Brock Anderson for your home repair and building needs. With over 25 years of experience in the construction field, he strives to have you come home to quality. Call Brock at 812-798-5583, and he says, go Miners.
We're back now with 1:35 remaining. Here's a nice feed up underneath. Shot up, no good. Archer pulls down the rebound. It's out of there. So far, Sullivan has only managed 5 points in this quarter. There's a ball tipped out of bounds by McKinney.
Shooting 19%, and obviously Wilson not being on the inside, she's pretty much a dead shot, but they've missed a few bunnies as well. Both teams had. I've talked a lot about Linton, but Sullivan has missed them as well.
They got to get the ball in somewhere. They get it in. Nope, they will not. They get it in, but not to Addie McKee. They get it to the Destiny Gaines, the junior. So a turnover against the Miners, who are coming up on top. McKinney cuts through the lane, passes it off, gets it to Avery Kelly. Now they try to go back on top. It's deflected. Franklin with the feed to Sullivan. Oh my, did Audrey hit the floor hard?
She's getting up slow.
Oh my gosh, that was a hard foul.
I think she banged her knee.
It's going to be on Goodman, the freshman, but wow, she really took Audrey Sullivan out. The free throw, we'll see what counts here for Audrey.
There's 3 fouls on Goodman.
Free throw up, no good. She'll get another one.
3 of 8 from the line for the Miners tonight. They're going to have to improve on that.
Audrey eyes it. Cans the second one. That's 4 points now for Audrey Sullivan.
Watch how she handles her. Looks like she's doing okay.
Yep. They get it across after the full court pressure by the Miners. Going on the right side is Goodman. Now out on top, Kelly drives, and nice sweet drive by Avery Kelly. Her first basket of the game. She has 3.
You called her name so much, you'd think there'd be more than that.
Ball almost goes out of bounds. McKee able to save it. Gets it to Archer. Archer goes around the screen by Bella. Back to Addie McKee. Addie McKee over in the corner to Sister Olivia. She gets a shot up. No good. Rebound is pulled out of there by Kelly. I think some fans thinking there should have been some fouls called there. You have some catcalling, I think, from both sides tonight here from the crowd.
10 seconds.
Avery Kelly with the ball, wants to go around the screen. McKee won't let her. She does get around. Now shot up off the glass. A great drive by Avery Kelly. 5 points for Avery, and it makes it a 31-27 ball game. Miners leading at the end of 3 on the Stanger home scoreboard. This is Rader Media Sports.
City Linton employees are dedicated to providing the best and most reliable utility service, security, and safety for its families and students. As the new mayor, I agree with the sign, "You'll like Linton." But you'll really love our miners.
We use our sportsmen for everything around our property, like plowing snow all winter. We can't wait to put it to work.
Since 1973, Linton Cycle Sales.
This fourth and final quarter is sponsored by Key Associates of Linton. Your Key, the very best.
Sorry, Heather, I wasn't sure which one we're on next now for that read.
Both teams shot a little bit better in that quarter.
McKinney with the ball across. Oh, I thought was going to have a stolen, but no. Great ball movement by Sullivan. There's a shot up off the glass. They're having some success getting to the backboard, and that time Wrigley Goodman has banked her 6th point, 5th and 6th point through.
Nice pass.
Yeah, great feed and easy bunny hoop for Addie McKee.
I'm glad to see that go in because those haven't been going in.
13 for Addie. Quietly tonight, she has been making her point. 33-29, 7:20 remaining in the game, and the Stanger home scoreboard. Avery Kelly has the ball stolen by McKee, but they're going to say somebody kicked it.
Addie's going to kick it, but good defense from her. You know, Kevin, we got a quick chance. Remember the beginning of the year, these girls were not used to having to be a scoring threat. I mean, with Chambers, you know, being the bulk of it, they've had to grow quite a bit this year in the new roles.
Shot off the glass, a nice shot, and I believe Sarver?
Yeah.
That's her 13th point of the night. She had 11 in the first half. She's been quiet. It's her first 2 points of the second half. Olivia McKee fakes the shot, gets her defender in the air, but then thinks twice about pulling the trigger. Goes on top to Audrey Sullivan, on the left to Archer. Archer back to Addie McKee.
There you go.
Into Bella.
There you go.
Bounce pass. Olivia McKee wide open. And Olivia gets the Walton Funeral Service 3-pointer, and boy, is that a big hoop. 36-31, Miners by 5.
Coach Van Dever's got to be pleased. That worked perfect. Inside to Franklin. She shot it out to Olivia, who badly needed that 3-point shot to go in.
Well, the team needed it even more than she did.
That was great.
Great drive here by Kelly, and almost threw the ball away, but saved by the Golden Arrows. Out on top, McKinney. Trey on the way, no good. Rebound, pulled down by Olivia McKee. Gets it to Audrey Sullivan. Audrey across the timeline. Wide open, fakes to Trey. Archer starts to penetrate, kicks it back out to Sullivan.
Yeah, you don't need to take foolish shots at this point. Just under 6 to go. You're up by 5. Get a good shot.
Olivia McKee. Gets it out to Audrey Sullivan. Archer. Boy, they've been tempted by that 3, but they have not pulled the trigger. They're killing some time here. Nice feed by Bella Franklin to a cutting Olivia McKee. Olivia's come alive with 5 points on great assists from her teammates.
Yeah, they need Olivia to stay on the court. She's got to stay out of foul trouble. What a difference she's
made. Is she
made.
still with 3?
Yeah, but boy, what a pass by Franklin.
And way to cut without the ball. I mean, you have to know where to move without the ball, and Olivia does. There's a Trey on the way. Shot no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Sullivan, but then she has the ball knocked away from her. It's still Linton basketball. 5:10 remaining in the fourth and final quarter. 38-31, as Heather pointed out, brought to you by Key Associates of Linton.
Abby McKee coming in to give
Bella getting a rest.
First time she's come off the court, probably trying to get her ready to go for that last 4-minute run. Now we'll see who guards Sarver, because she's done a really good job on Sarver.
Sullivan.
Uh-oh.
Trying to get the ball. Now they call a timeout. Nobody was cutting to help Audrey Sullivan, and she was double-teamed at the top of the key, so the Miners forced to take a timeout. 4:59 to play, 38-31 on the Stanger Homes scoreboard.
Proud to be your hometown grocer. Save-A-Lot encourages you to switch to their brands and save. This week includes 10 for $10 Chef Boyardee canned favorites and many other 10 for $10 specials. Remember to shop the dot
and
to save a lot.
You guys have been practicing.
Autumn Trace of Greene County is the perfect setting for seniors to call home. Seniors can live as independently as they wish while enjoying as much supportive care as they may request in their daily lives from 24-hour care staff. Call Jessica and her friendly staff at 812-699-4464 to schedule your tour. Come and find out why so many of your friends and neighbors have already picked Autumn Trace as their choice to age in place. And are you looking for TV or high-speed internet? Give Mike Moran a call at Midwest Satellite. He offers Dish TV plans starting at $91.99 a month and T-Mobile high-speed internet for $60 a month. Call Midwest Satellite at 812-847-8848. Call Mike, as we always say. He will treat you right.
Thank you, Kevin.
4:59 to play in the ball game on the Stanger Homes scoreboard. Miners leading by 7, 38-31. So it's Archer, Abby McKee, Audrey Sullivan, Olivia McKee, and Addie McKee. So 3 McKees on the court for the Miners. Sullivan with the ball out on top.
Spreading it
now
out.
You look, I believe we do have a new player in. Kinley Mason has come in now for Sullivan. She will join Catherine Sarver.
Well, and she's out there for one reason, and that's going to be...
And Avery Kelly trying to get, and McKinney, who's the 5th one.
What do they call a foul there? Or ball get knocked out of bounds?
I think it got knocked out of bounds. Sullivan over on the left side to Olivia McKee. Archer. Addie McKee. The coach for Sullivan calling for ball pressure. He wants them to get a little tighter on the Miners.
We're way...
Sullivan backs it off, is double teamed, gets it to Bella Franklin, who's come back in the ball game. So Abby McKee is not in. Abby's gone out.
Oh, gosh.
They get it into Bella. Nice bounce pass. She gets it out to Sullivan. Clock ticking away. We're just a shade over 4 minutes now to play in the ball game.
Got to make the passes sharp because Sullivan's going to be jumping the passing lanes as the clock comes down.
Archer to McKee. Olivia can't get it into Bella. Wanted to, could not. Sullivan. Bella shaking her head. Yes, like, get it to me. But they can't quite get the ball in.
It's tempting to throw her the ball down low like that.
Archer.
Uh-oh.
Cuts to the hoop. She's hit. Gets the jumper up after she was fouled. Smart move by Archer. They're going to say it's before the shot, or are they going to give her the benefit?
Looks like they're going to go under the basket.
I thought she might have pulled that one off.
That was a hard... I mean, I think Archer...
She got checked. That was a hockey check.
Yeah, well...
Olivia McKee out on top. Archer wants the tray. Bingo. Big basket by J.C. Archer, her second. Walton Funeral Home Service three-pointer. She has 8. 41-31, largest lead of the game for the Miners with 3:15 to play in this fourth and final quarter on the Stanger Home scoreboard. McKinney. Out on top, Destiny Gaines. The ball stolen by Archer, but I think they're going to call J.C. for the foul.
Got a little body with that. She got the ball clean, but the body got a hit on her. I'm embarrassed to say this, Kevin, but I didn't realize that Marley Rimmel was just a freshman too.
Yeah. Yep.
That bodes well because I think she's got a bright future.
There's a attempted layup. It was no good, and then I could hear the slap as Destiny Gaines took a whack at the ball, and they had to whistle that foul. If you can hear it up where I am, then with headsets on, you've done something. They get it into Addie McKee. Addie brings it up. McKinney. Allie will pick her up at the logo. Addie going to the right. Has trouble over there. Now they box her in. Archer comes in to save the day. Hoop pass to Olivia McKee. Now back to sister Addie. Now in the corner to Audrey Sullivan. Audrey looking for the cutter. Goes back to McKee. To Bella Franklin. A cross-court pass. Dangerous one. Bella tried to get it in. She had the possibility of a lay-in there. And a bunny couldn't get it to fall.
Just hurried it a little bit too much. Had a good idea. Much as Sarver did there.
There's a shot off the glass. Sarver's shot no good, but they may bail her out here with a foul. She'll go to the line.
Yeah, the official from the farthest away from that play makes the call.
She has 13 tonight, but 11 of those coming in the first half. She was a terror in the first half.
She sure was.
And she goes to the line here with 2:18 to play in the ball game. 41-31. Miners in the Stanger home scoreboard. Missed that free throw.
Getting ready to say they were 10 of 14. They'd been doing pretty good, but this is crunch time. You need every point.
She will get another one. Her second free throw is good as gold. So that's 14 now for Catherine Sarver. Now going out of the ball game is number 25, Kenley Mason. And coming back in, I believe, is number 11, Wrigley Goodman.
Yep.
Addie McKee. Whoa.
This could get ugly here.
Gets it across the timeline, dribbles around four
arrows.
Sullivan golden arrows, and now they whistle the foul, and I think it's going to be on Avery Kelly.
I don't know how she did that.
I don't know how she did that either.
I was worried about her stepping out of bounds, and then I saw four collide, and she somehow got right through there. She's turned into quite the ball handler. Third foul on Avery Kelly.
Nice feed to Bella Franklin. Bella gets the shot up, no good. Gets her own rebound follow, no good. Ball tipped. Avery Kelly comes out with the basketball, and she wants to go coast to coast. No, feeds it off. Shot, good. I'm sorry, it was Sarver who had the ball. She fed Avery Kelly, and Avery got the basket.
We're going to take a quick timeout. This is Rader Media Sports.
Century, you have seen a lamp as our logo. This is the lamp of hope. It is a symbol that though we will go through darkness at the time of loss, there is a light that leads us to a greater eternity. It also reflects that we will be a light to help you through this difficult time. We're here when you need us most.
I don't know. Maybe I should put the camera on it and see what we can figure out what it is.
It's hard to see what it says.
I'm sure it's a well-meaning sign. We're trying to see what it.
I cannot read it. It's very faint.
Yeah, it's too bad because it's probably a special thing.
Yeah. Doggone it. 1:53 to play. Full length pass. Got to be stolen by Avery Kelly. Get it underneath to McKinney. She goes up. Her shot's blocked by Olivia McKee. Olivia is everywhere defensively.
Well, they call it a foul, so that's foul
She gets foul number 4 with 1:48 to play. So McKinney will go to the line. Actually, Olivia's done a great job playing with 2 fouls.
Yeah, she did a good job of 3 coming in the second half. But we got valuable minutes from Abigail McGee and Marley Rimmel that have provided some good experience for both of those.
Allie hits them both. She has 5 points, all coming from the free throw line.
No.
There they get a steal, or do they? Bodies everywhere, and finally McKinney will able to get the ball in there. So 7 points now for McKinney, and it's down to a 3-point game.
Yeah, just like that.
With 1:43 remaining, 41-38. Miners lead by 3, and Coach is not happy. Just threw his clipboard about 4 rows high in the bleachers. Nobody's sitting there, so it's okay.
This is the thing that's happening to the Lady Miners is they have a stint of a couple of minutes, it seems like, in every game where everything goes awry. They were up by 10 and have made a couple of bad passes, a couple of bad plays, and boom, now it's a 3-point game. And how do they respond?
And Sullivan doing this without J.C. Wilson.
Yeah, that's got to make them feel good. I mean, not good, but I mean, it's one of those things where how do you respond when your star goes down?
We want to say hello to some people here watching on the Indiana High School Athletic Association Champions Network. Larry and Rita Smith, Kathy and Wade Elliott, Peggy Fonseca, Margaret Ann Simon, Karen Camden, and Melody Theus. Thanks for checking in with us.
Got to talk to Peggy. I haven't talked to her in person in a while. Oh, they want a foul.
Addie McKee comes up with the ball. Gets it across the timeline. She's still dribbling. We're going to call a foul here, I think, on whoever was guarding. There were several girls around Addie.
Number 10, probably. Boy, Coach Edmondson's not happy about.
No, he says it's okay. He got it. I think he was just a little unhappy with the.
I don't think they called a foul either. I think they
just out of bounds. Yeah, that's probably why.
How
Archer trying to bring the ball down, and there they called a foul. I'll tell you, they've been tenacious. The Golden Arrows are getting tougher as the time begins to tick away.
Well, they're 14-7, and they've played some tough competition. Looking down their list of who they played, they lost by 1 to North Central Farmersburg, who we took to double overtime. She's got to hit these.
JC.
There you go.
It's the first one.
We should mention the next girls' ball game, the final girls' ball game of the season, will be right here Thursday night against White River Valley, who was victorious tonight, 60-47.
Anxious to see that girl you guys are talking about.
They have had an excellent season.
Over Owen Valley. And
Brenna Walton.
They're 16.
Ball knocked out of bounds by Archer.
They're now 16-4 on the season.
Yeah.
So 4 players were in double figures.
Has Brenna broke 1,000 points for the season?
No, she didn't do it tonight, so it very well could be on Thursday.
You know she'd love to do that against a rivalry like the Linton Miners.
There's a pass to McKinney out on the 3-court territory on the baseline.
That was a great block by Archer on the drive earlier.
Kelly getting it to Sarver. Ball tipped away by
flying.
Sullivan. Bodies flying.
Who do you think comes out with it?
Bella with a scoop pass. And the Miners can tick the clock away a little bit here if they're careful.
They'll foul them.
There, I think they might have whistled one already, and that was on Avery Kelly.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, you might as well foul. You notice she didn't.
Yeah, we're at 5 fouls. So
she didn't go for the hard foul on Franklin. That probably would have been a bad idea. Miners are now 6 of 11. They've improved at the line, 55%.
So Bella with 9 points on the night. Misses that one. She is now 1 of 3 from the line, which is not Bella-like.
The line has left 6 points up there. In the old days, the one-on-one, this would be crucial because they wouldn't even have probably a chance.
She hits the second one. And so that puts Bella into double figures with 10.
Don't want to foul here.
Avery Kelly with the ball out on top for Sullivan. Gets it to to Sarver. Now to McKinney. Shot blocked by Archer. And now Sullivan pulls it down, and then Sullivan ties her up. And so it's a jump ball, I think, or did they call a foul? Oh, they may have called a foul. Okay.
Number 3.
So Audrey Sullivan will go to the line.
Sarver gets the foul.
Audrey so far has 4 points in this contest.
She's 2 of 4 from the line. There you go.
Miners putting it away from the line here, which is a good thing to see.
Yeah, the first half they were really poor from the free throw line. They've improved.
Oh, she misses the second one, but Bella Franklin pulls down the rebound and then has it stripped away by McKinney. I'll see if they call McKinney on the foul. I think they're going to. 45-38. Miners lead with 44 seconds remaining in the Stanger home scoreboard. Bella back at the line.
12 boards from Bella Franklin tonight. Oh, man.
Missed the free throw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's 2 of 6.
Yeah. The team is 8 of 16.
But she gets the second one, which is always a good thing. 46-38. 40 seconds remaining in the game. Sullivan quickly down the way. Get it to Avery Kelly. She takes the tray. Looks good, and it is. Avery Kelly cans the Walton Funeral Service three-pointer, And we've got another timeout. It's a 46-41 game with 34 seconds remaining in the contest.
We're going to keep it right here and just real quickly talk about what's going to happen next. Our next broadcast, next girls game will be this Thursday, as mentioned, as the White River Valley Wolverines will come to Linton. We want to challenge everyone that is watching, that is listening, that is going to go back and listen to this on the replay. Get yourselves here. This is going to be an incredible matchup, and say farewell to Bella Franklin, Addison McKee, and Olivia McKee on their career here at Linton, and send them off in a really good, positive way to head into next week's sectional action. Speaking of sectionals, Linton will face Sullivan again next week. First game of the 2A class, sectional 47. That game starts at 6 o'clock on Tuesday, February the 4th. We're going to have all of the information on our website. We've got lots of information. We're going down to do a walkthrough tomorrow.
And we should say we have been given approval to do all 5 games.
Absolutely.
So Rader Media Sports will be there for the entire tournament.
And these
Miners inbound the ball.
These singers, they deserve a good send-off.
Yeah, they really do. They're wonderful kids, and it's been a joy to watch. And, for me, these are girls the only ones I've seen play the whole time.
Yeah.
And it's been it's been rewarding to watch them.
Should they get the win, that'll be, I think, win number 8 and 12. Probably not the record they want, but they are a dangerous team. If the shots can fall,
Addie McKee,
I wouldn't rule him out in any game. And it is so odd that we're going to turn right around and have the Arrows, who now you've played each other.
Addie puts the game away, really. 2, 4, 6, 9, 15 in the game for Addie McKee to lead the Miners. Getting it out on top to Avery Kelly. She hits another tray. She should have been taking those early. She never scored in the first half, and now has her second tray, or Walton Funeral Service three-pointer. 3, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 in the second half by Avery Kelly.
It's a 4-point game, but you got to be happy for the Arrows. I mean, even with the L, you're never happy about it, but they've had to have some other kids step up, and I think we've seen Sarver and Kelly and McKinney. Now, you mentioned McKinney in the pregame, so probably knew she was going to be a threat, but Sarver and Kelly and Goodman as well. This may be a blessing in disguise, these kids.
Boy, Avery Kelly and Sarver have just played their hearts out. So has McKinney.
Yeah.
It's just most of her points have come from the free throw line.
And she's got 12 rebounds. So
there you go.
She also has 4 steals. So, again, the number's not necessarily on the total points as it is Miners with 3 girls in double figures.
We should remind everyone to stay tuned to the E2 Custom Creations postgame show. Don't disconnect when the final buzzer sounds, because there's going to be a number of things happen during the postgame that we want to be able to show you at tonight's game.
So be sure to stay with us for the E2 Custom Creations postgame show.
Well, the Miners withstood that. I mean, it's still a 4-point game. I shouldn't even say that.
Nope, it ain't over,
No.
as Yogi Berra would say. It ain't over till it's over. They get it into Addie McKee, and she is fouled. And I think that is Sarver's third picking
foul.
up the foul.
Well, the Arrows are playing really this whole game without a senior on the field.
On the court.
Yeah, on the court. Oh, oops. Interesting if they played a basketball game on grass one day.
Well, I'm sure they have put a basketball court in a football stadium on the field.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's been done.
Yeah.
The first shot by Addie McKee is good. She keeps adding to her total tonight. She has just been on fire. She's only missed 1 free throw.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. She's been to the line 6 times.
Yeah, they've hit their last 5.
Hit 5 of 6. 50-44 Miners. They're going to get it to Avery Kelly. I would too. Let her shoot it again.
Boy, she's
Shot
hammered.
blocked. She's decked by Archer. And let's see what the call is here. But Avery Kelly, either way, is headed for the free throw line.
Yeah,
10 seconds remaining. 50-44. Miners by 6 on the Stanger home scoreboard.
She took a pretty good shot. Gets up, goes to the line. There's 3 fouls on Archer.
Did she make that? I looked away.
She did, yes.
Avery will get another one. I was starting to total her up again. 14 points for Avery Kelly. I think she's played extremely well. She's really come on for her team. You know, J.C. Wilson went down, and really in the second half, Avery Kelly stepped up.
Right off really pretty early in the game. That foul is on, looks like number 10.
Bella Franklin will go to the line. That's Destiny Gaines with the foul. 8.8 seconds now remaining. Bella hits it. 7, 9, 10, 11 now for Bella. So she's in double figures. Up and no good. Coming the other way, ball tipped away. 2 seconds now remaining. Miners will inbound and just tick the game away at 51-45. Miners, the final score, the Miners, 51. And the Golden Arrows, 45. Stay tuned for the E2 Custom Creations post-game show. As we said, there's going to be some things here that you will not want to miss. This is Rader Media Sports.
E2 Custom Creations, we know that every memory has a story. Every time we sit around.
Sorry, we will get back to the E2 Custom Creations post-game show in just a moment. But as mentioned this week, one of Sullivan's players
looks like a prayer circle.
Lost her father, and the Linton Minor basketball team has given her a care basket, and then they are going to do a moment of silence and a prayer, and we're going to take.
We'll stay here for it. She lost her father this week. There's a lot of talk these days about things that are wrong with kids. Then you see something like this and you know what's right about them. It's good.
We're going to go ahead and take a quick timeout to regain the E2 Custom Creations post-game show. We'll be back with Big D's and Kevin's game stats. This is Rader Media Sports.
E2 Custom Creations, we know that every memory has a story. Every time we sit around with family and friends, we share those memories. When we pull the boxes of old pictures out of the closet, we revisit those memories of our past. Whether it's a photo or a special moment with family, a picture of a loved one who has passed. When you think about that moment, there's a memory that goes with it. At E2 Custom Creations, we offer custom laser engraving for keepsakes, personalized gifts, home decor, signage, awards, and many other custom made-to-order products. Let us help you personalize a unique gift for a loved one, customize an item, or create promotional materials and awards for your business or athletic team. Our services include engraving and cutting on a variety of materials, including wood, acrylic, leather, granite, marble, glass, and coated metals, just to name a few. If you have an idea, reach out and let's talk about how we can bring your idea to life.
Good evening and welcome back, Heather.
I was just going to welcome everyone back to Rader Media Sports, where the Miners were victorious over the Sullivan Golden Arrows. And as mentioned, next week, 1 week from today, tips off the 2A Sectional 47 at North Knox High School. Kevin, you and I are going down tomorrow to do media walkthrough, and the Sullivan Arrows are going to be matched up with obviously the Linton Arrows on the first game of 5 for the week. Big D, I'm going to let you go ahead and take your stats before we hear from Coach Garrett Van Devender.
Well, I think he's already here.
I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and bring him in.
He got up here quick.
Coach, this was one of those games where it kind of ebbed and flowed a little bit because it's at one point up by 10, and I thought, we're looking good.
Yeah.
And then it started to nibble away. I give Sullivan credit. They lose J.C. Wilson, and they came out and played their hearts out tonight, Coach.
Oh, yeah. Obviously, hopefully she gets better. I told her the same thing. Like, we got to see you next week. So, I mean, get better.
Yeah.
We want to play against the best, so it doesn't really matter how it goes. We want to see their best and see their starters out there. And you don't want to see anybody get hurt.
Not this late in the season.
No,
I mean,
absolutely not. Yeah, and I'm
especially
a big
with
fan.
a senior.
Yeah, senior, and I'm a big fan of Vance too. We had a lot to talk about early. I mean, you've seen that. He's a really good guy, a really good coach, and he gets his girls ready to go. So
I saw you had a little Bobby Knight point here tonight. I saw a clipboard go. You wanted to get their attention, didn't you?
Well, a little bit, yeah.
Well, and it worked though. I mean, they came
did.
out with a little bit more intensity and sealed. They could have. Usually every game there's a period of about 2 or 3 minutes where things fall apart. I thought, oh, no, here it is. But they responded tonight.
I know that. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's it's just one of those things where I think the whole game was just kind of lackadaisical. I mean, we play each other next week. We're not going to show anybody anything. No. I don't think either one of us are going to play man when we get down there. I mean, really, I don't know. Our man was not good tonight. So, I mean, hopefully he takes that and thinks we're going to do something different. But I don't know.
Coach, again, some of the girls that played well, but, it's always more than points, and I know you always tell us that. Addie McKee with 17, Bella with 11, J.C. Archer with 10. But I want to look at Bella a little bit because how many rebounds?
I have her with 13.
I mean, what a night, Coach.
Yeah, that's a good night. That's a good night for her. I mean, it's kind of one of those nights where I want her to have all the time, too. I mean, double-double. I mean, you go through Annie Addison McKee there, she's had so many double-doubles this year that are just so quiet you don't even notice it.
Yes. She had 17 tonight, Addie.
Yeah. But, I mean, Aaliyah came out really good when we needed her the most. I mean, she got downhill on the one. She got a bucket. She missed a couple layups, but she didn't get her head down. She kept going, and that's one thing we talked about today with her is just keep going. Who cares? You know what I mean? Just get going. We're all confident in you. You wouldn't be out there if we weren't confident, so –
You know what I like too is you got, like you said, you got Aaliyah Sam in the ball game. Abby McKee got in. Marley Remmel got in, and I thought Marley played well.
Marley played really well. She guards and she boxes out.
Yeah.
And when you do that, I got to find you a little bit more.
Down in the paint, there are a couple of drives that, as a freshman, not playing a whole lot, and she stood her ground and got her hands up, and
just
also
walled people up. And
also had 2 boards and that were key as well. So it gives you something to. You can put her in, she can do the job.
Yeah, when she's going to listen too. I mean, in film, you got some girls that want to listen, some girls that kind of, joke around a little bit. She's a jokester, so you don't know she's paying attention. Then when they get under out of bounds, she knows exactly what to do.
Right.
So she watches more than you think, which.
She's fooling you.
Yeah. But they fool me all the time, I guess.
But I got to give Sullivan Arrows some credit here. Avery Kelly, they lose J.C. Wilson, and you think, where are they going to go? They go to Avery Kelly with 14 points in the second half, Coach.
Yeah, well, I mean, we talked about before the game is, she's a 3-year starter. I mean, you're kind of expected to do that. McKinney's the same way. We face guarded her the whole first half for a reason.
Yeah, I noticed that right off the bat.
We're make her earn it. Not that we want Kelly to get open shots or anything like that, but I think Annie did still a pretty good job on her. We'd let her get right-handed a little bit too much.
Sarver kind of was able in the first half, but the second half you kind of handled her a little bit better too.
Yeah,
she had 11 in the first half, 14 for the game.
Yeah, I mean, she was a girl that we were helping off to get to Wilson, so we were kind of letting her have a little bit. It's kind of one of those where she hit them, and
she
got a little bit lower than what we wanted, but she hit them. So.
But and I want to, and I said this at the post game here when the team and everybody got together to have a prayer for Catherine Sarver. You see what's right.
Yeah.
We hear a lot about what's wrong.
Yeah.
Tonight you saw what was right.
You're not going to get a bigger rivalry than Linton-Sullivan, and then when it's off the court.
I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
When it's different, let's talk to Vance a little bit more about it and kind of ask how the family was or whatever, and if they need anything kind of thing. And he told me a story that he was like, was really glad I wasn't, didn't go to the whole thing. And I'm sitting there going, well, I'm getting teary-eyed just telling me what happened.
Know.
So, I mean, I hate it for her. But obviously she's a strong girl or she wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a tough week for her.
The last thing I'd say, Coach, is the free throws were a little rough early, but they hit 8 of 12 in that last stretch.
Yeah.
7 of 8 at one point, and that really won the game for you.
Well, free throws is a big mental thing, and when you get in your own head a little bit, it can go one way or another. And I think we're in a positive set right now, especially with each other, which is a good time for us to be in a positive set for everybody. And we'll kind of see what happens. Thursday's a big game for us. And
let's talk a little bit about White River Valley.
Yeah,
they're a good basketball team, Coach.
They're good. They're good.
Brenna Walton can shoot.
Yeah. Yeah. When you hit 9 threes in a game, I think that says it right there.
And they took her out, Coach. We were there. I watched that.
You're going to
bring her out.
Going to bring out the box and 10 on her, maybe.
Well, we got to rebound that game too, though. I mean, they got Izzy down there. They got a couple other girls. I really like. The Reese girl, the Lefevre girl. They're really good players. They get really good pieces over there.
You have tenacious defenders, though, too, and that'll be an interesting challenge.
Yeah. Well, the most part is the conference and the keg game still. So, who's gonna come out with some energy? And
that's going to be it for the year, too.
Yeah, it's also our senior night. So you kind of don't know how senior nights are going to go.
True.
I mean, are they just going to, treat it as a normal senior night, or are they going to get up and want to play somebody? I mean, we'll see how it is.
Yeah.
But we'll be ready.
Well, we hope that this place packs out. The kids deserve the respect. Their last game in here, and they really deserve it. They put a lot in the program.
Yeah. I mean, we got some extra fans in here today with having that third grade in here. That was pretty entertaining.
We carried it all. That was great.
Yeah, it's
just wait for that LeBomb girl to get up there.
Well, Justin does a really good job with that group, and his helpers and everything like that. They do a really good job, and just getting them and seeing them stay. And seeing us play that hard, I think, is key. Darren told me after halftime he wants to do that every game. Well, I do too. I don't know if we can, but I want to have some girls like that every game. But we'll see.
Can we make a special request I don't want to do it at tournament time because there's so much going on and the games are crushed together. But after the game coming up against White River Valley, the last home game for the seniors, could we bring the seniors up with you and be able to talk to them too?
Yeah, I'm
see
sure.
if they are willing to.
Well, let's see.
They did that last year.
Yeah,
and
let's see if they talk more than they do on the floor. We'll put them on the spot a little bit.
Yeah.
Since they're seniors, I'd like to be able to wish them well
and
let people hear from them a little bit.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Coach. Congratulations, 8-12.
Coach.
Great win over Sullivan. People always love to see that.
Yeah. Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Coach Garrett Van Evender, and we're very fortunate to be able to talk to him after each and every game. We love that opportunity. And Big D, I guess let's go over Sullivan first. We already said Avery Kelly scoreless in the first half, 14 points after the intermission. Catherine Sarver coming away with 14 points, 11 in the first half and adding 3 in the second half. Destiny Gaines did not score. Wrigley Goodman coming away with 7 points. And Allie McKinney was 7, and J.C. Wilson before she went out with it looked like an ankle sprain. We hope that she'll be able to recover, had 3 as well for a total of 45. Breaking down by quarters, 10 points after 1, 18 at intermission, 29 at the end of 3, and 45 for the ball game. For the Linton Miners, Audrey Sullivan coming away with 5 points. She was 3 of 6 from the free throw line and 1 bucket from the field. J.C. Archer coming away with 10 points with 2 trays on the night. Addie McKee was 17 to lead the way for the Miners. She had 6 at intermission, 11 in the second half, and 2 trays from the field as well. Bella Franklin with 11. Big deal have more on her night tonight because there's more than just scoring for Bella. Olivia McKee with 5 and Aaliyah Sam with 2. Abby McKee and Marley Remmel both played and failed to score. Big D hit on the free throws with the coach. I thought that was excellent. 13 of 22 on the night. Little work maybe to be done there for the Miners, or for the Arrows. They were 9 of 12 from the free throw line. But Big D, you have some other stats.
Yeah, I mean, overall for the teams, Linton kind of came alive in that second half. They hit 4 of 6 3-pointers, and they also shot 57% in the fourth quarter to make it an overall 40% shooting night, 16 of 40 from three-point land. They were 5 of 13 for 38%. Free throws were 14 of 23, I think 13 of 22, 60%. They really, when they needed them the most, they were able to sink them. Sullivan 32% from the field, but they shot 60% in that fourth quarter when they kind of made a run. They were 3 of 15 from three-point land for 20%. Those came late in the game as well. 14 of 20 from the line. They hit 70% of their free throws. Linton turned the ball over 11 times, Sullivan just 6. And the other number would be 30 rebounds for the Miners, 22 for Sullivan. But 10 of those rebounds were on the offensive side, led by Isabella Franklin with 4 offensive boards to go with the 13 total. 3 offensive boards from Maddie McKee. She had 4 total rebounds as well. On the other side of the coin, Sullivan, really a great effort by Allie McKee. She only has 7 points in the score column, but she has 12 rebounds and 4 steals as well to lead the Arrows on the defensive side of things. And I thought Sarver with 14 and Avery Kelly came along as well. But, they're going to face each other. I thought it was funny because we talked about it in pregame that they're not going to show each other anything. So
they showed each other plenty of heart.
They did. Well, we knew that coming in, but I don't think anybody expected Wilson to go down. It'll be interesting if it's a high ankle sprain. That's something that takes a lot of time to heal. But great for the Miners to get a victory number 8, and Sullivan at 14-7. So this is a quality win that they needed.
Coach is really the former coach is down there holding the team meeting.
Oh yeah. Well, it's good that he showed up. He probably won't be able to make it for his. He's up at Robinson, Illinois, and he's got their attention, doesn't he?
He does. Well, Heather, it's a final 51-45. The Miners defeating the Lady Arrows from Sullivan.
As always, we'd like to thank the sponsors that make this broadcast free to view for all of you at home. And we're going to do a really quick rundown so we can go ahead and get out of the gym tonight to get ready for the next matchup. Our Miner Pride sponsors: Walton Funeral Service, Key Associates of Linton, Klusner Construction, Crane Credit Union, Team Ortho, Jathan Wright with Indiana Farm Bureau, The Grill of Linton, Richard Brown Insurance, Linton Sporting Goods, Alicia Cornelius with Indiana Farm Bureau, Corey Motter with Century 21 Sheets, and Michelle Stenger of Stenger Homes. Our live read sponsors: Fish Monuments, Brock Anderson Construction, Violet & Company, Linton Cycle Sales, Mayor Preble with the City of Linton, Save a Lot in Linton, Autumn Trace of Greene County, Friends of Goose Pond, Midwest Satellite. Also, our footer banner sponsors: Green Streets, Skinner's Towing, Bandanas by Brenna, Beach Cattle of Bloomfield, Tim and Joan Warwick, Martha Butler and Hadley, Margaret Ann Simon, who you just need to leave your light on pretty much the next, 2 weeks, and Donnie and Marilyn Clayton. So, as mentioned, the rest of this week holds this Thursday at home, varsity only. That is a 6:30 tip. We will be honoring Bella Franklin, Addison McKee, and Olivia McKee. So we're going to find out the official time for that ceremony for them. Then on Friday night, we travel to Eastern Green as the Linton-Stockton Miners have a SWIAC matchup at the Thunderdome. That is a 6 o'clock JV tip, and then we'll come right back here Saturday as the North Knox Warriors come to town to face the Miners. That is a 6 o'clock JV tip as well. So we want to thank all of you for joining us here on the Indiana High School Athletic Association Champions Network, as well as YouTube. Keep an eye on our Facebook page because it's going to get it's already busy, but it's going to get even busier between now and the tip-off of the sectional. But for Big D, Dan Phillips, Kevin Rader, and myself, this is Rader Media Sports.
Thank you for watching this high school girls basketball broadcast. This has been a production of Rader Media Sports. Until next time.